All right, in this video we're out here in the shop working on the boat. We moved it from the lift to the jet ski slash John boat stand. Had to put some boards on it to put it upside down. Gonna get started working on the fiberglass on the bottom. I'm gonna vacuum all the leftover fiberglass and aluminum dust up, and then I'm gonna wire brush everything we're gonna be fiberglassing, which is gonna be from the inside of this rib to the inside of this rib. And I've never done fiberglass work before, so this will be a learning experience. Okay, so I've got my fiberglass mat here. All I'm doing, I'm going to lay this out. I'm going to run it all the way to the back here where the ride plate goes in. So it's going to sit in there, something like that. And try to flatten it out. Let me see if it's in the camera here. Put that in there, something like that. Get my marker and cut this, make a line here to cut. And then we're going to cut it around the inlet for the pump, because it won't suck much water through there if we don't. Oops, missed there. I missed. There it is. Okay. So we'll just cut it somewhere like that, and I've already got two more pieces cut. I've never done this before, but said if you get all of it cut the first time, then you can just keep stacking it and it'll all dry at once. So I'm gonna get this last piece cut out and try to figure out how to mix the resin up so we can get this boat solid on the bottom and then hopefully work on the top soon. Oh, sorry. Got our fiberglass resin here and these fancy mixing cups. I'm not really sure how to do this because the directions give you options for like an ounce or a tablespoon of resin, and this goes up to 24 ounces, which they give you one for 28, but I'm going to kind of wing it off of that and try to mix up 24 ounces of resin and see how far that gets me, how many layers we get glued on the boat. So I'm not going to record this part because it goes kind of quick, but once we start laying it on, the boat will turn the camera back on. All right, the fiberglass has hardened up. I started sanding a little bit on it, see where my highs and lows were. Got a long board over here and some 80 grit sandpaper, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to sand it, try to get it flattened out a little bit. And my other stuff got here, I got some fairing compound to put on here to try to make it real smooth. and then I got a little bit of gel coat to put on top of that, so hopefully this will turn out pretty good. Got this thing sanded down. It's fairly close, probably close enough for what we're doing. The main area I was focused on was where the water is going to be going into the pump, so that's pretty good. There's a few little low spots here and there. So I've got some fairing compound here, which I think is what you're supposed to use here. If not, I'm sure someone will let me know. But part A, part B, it's getting kind of later tonight, so I'm going to get one coat on here because it says it's sandable in 3 to 12 hours, which I won't be awake that long. So I'm gonna get one coat of this mixed up and put on the hole, see what it looks like. Got the fairing compound put on. I just put a thin coat over the whole thing, and I'll try to sand it down, and hopefully that'll fill the low spots. I also put a little bit extra in this piece here because this was a little higher than this, so that'll hopefully smooth the transition out. I'm gonna let that set up overnight and get hard, hopefully, and then I'll come back out tomorrow and sand it down. Okay, got our fairing compound sanded down. It's pretty smooth, fairly flat. I'm gonna get this all cleaned up now, probably wipe it down with some acetone, and then figure out how to mix up gel coat and hopefully get some of that laid on here so it can be curing today. Oh, what's that? Is that too gentle?
No, you're doing a great job. According to the one how-to video I watched, half of. In my head, you maybe mixed too much.
Splatter paint. Getting some silicone put on here so the ride plate will be sealed to the bottom of the boat. I'm not sure what's so funny. I'm using silicone here instead of the 3M 5200. That way, if I ever need to take it off, it won't be that permanent.
So we got the silicone.
So happy that I'm a joke to you.
These probably need a little bit on the threads.
I need to find all the right screws first. I don't quite remember taking this apart. Allen, for that, I'll need
10 millimeters.
3/8 if it's 5/16.
Back over here on the boat, got the new bellows and carbon seal put on. I took the front motor mount out because when we do this drive shaft, or do the motor, I'm going to try to get the drive shafts installed at the same time. And I thought it might be easier to slide the whole thing forward a little bit so we can get the C-clip on the drive shaft and then push it back and then put that front mount back on so it can just slide back to where it needs to go. Oh. Got the motor bolted back in. Kind of fought us there, but we got it. And next step will be to probably put all the water hoses and stuff back on, and then just start working our way back to having a running vehicle here. But that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one where we'll continue putting this thing back together.